Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how I got this really easy Valentine's Day inspired makeup look. If you want to see how I got the look, then keep on watching. The first thing I'm going to do is apply a base all over my eyelid, and this will ensure that my eyeshadow lasts all day long and it doesn't creases up. Next, I'm going to apply a warm brown tone eyeshadow, and I'm just going to place this in my crease with a blending brush and just blend this back and forth, and this will act as a transition color from when we apply the other eyeshadows. I'm going to go into the BH Cosmetics Wild Child Fake Eyeshadow Palette, and I'm going to grab this brown metallic eyeshadow shade. Now the first thing I'm going to do is wet my brush before I apply the eyeshadow. It's really good to wet the brush when you're applying the baked shadows. It makes the eyeshadows a lot more pigmented. And I'm just placing that eyeshadow at the outer corner of my eye, so I'm just patting that onto the eyelid. Going back into the same eyeshadow palette, I'm going to grab this really light shimmery shade eyeshadow, and I'm also going to pat that onto the lid and kind of pull it into the brown a bit. Now I'm going to go into the BH Cosmetic Forever Smoky eyeshadow palette and blush palette, and I'm going to grab a black eyeshadow, and I'm just going to apply that right on the lash line, and then I'm going to smoke it out with a pencil brush and bring it into my crease a bit. So we're not going to do any wing liner today. You guys know I love to do wing liners, but I'm just going to create a soft smoky eye look, and then I'm going to go in with a blending brush just to blend out the shadow. Now, as you can see, I'm going back into the Wild Child palette, and I'm just going to reapply the eyeshadow onto the eyelid. Next, I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara to my top lashes. Next, I'm going to go into the BH Cosmetics Wild at Heart eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to grab the lightest shade, and I'm just going to place that at the inner corner of my eyes. Now with this look, lashes are completely optional, but you guys know I love lashes. So I'm going to apply some lashes, and these are the House of Lashes. I believe these are the Pixie Luxe lashes, and I'm just going to apply them to my top lash line. Once my falsies are on, I like to go back into the crease color and just reapply it a bit. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the face, and I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics Buffing Brush, and I'm going to apply the Cover FX Total Cover Cream Foundation, and it's in the shade N70, and I'm just going to apply that all over my face. Once I've applied my foundation, I'm going to go ahead and do some highlighting. You guys know I like to highlight and contour. I'm not going to include the full detail step in this video because I do it in most of my videos. So I'm just going to make it a little bit shorter today. And I'm just going to apply the Kevyn Aucoin Skin Enhancer. And I'm going to apply that under my eyes. And then I'm going to go in with this pointed brush. I'm not exactly sure what kind of brush this is, but it's from BH Cosmetics. But I really like using this to apply my highlighter under my eyes. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend that out with a damp beauty blender sponge. So for this look, I want to keep my contour a little bit softer. So I'm not going to do my cream contour today. So I'm just going to use a powder contour. And I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics Forever Nude Sculpt and Glow. And I'm going to grab the darkest shade in the palette. And I'm going to apply this in the hollows of my cheek, along my forehead area. And I'm using a angled contour brush from BH Cosmetics as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and set the highlighted areas. So I'm going to use the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in the shade Banana and the Laura Mercier Invisible Loose Powder as well. And I just apply that in the areas that I've highlighted. So I'm going to apply it under my eyes, center forehead, down my nose, on my chin area. And then I dust away all the excess powder afterwards. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the rest of the eyes because I wasn't exactly sure if I was going to place eyeshadow on the bottom lash line or not, but then I decided to. So I used the BH Cosmetics Wild Child palette. I went back into that same palette, and I grabbed the same eyeshadow that we placed on the outer corner of the eye, so that metallic shade brown, and I'm just going to run that along my bottom lash line. And then I'm going to use a black eye pencil to line my waterline and also add some mascara to the bottom lashes as well. Next, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the rest of my face, and I'm going to apply some blush to my cheeks, and I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics Glamour Blush Palette. It's the blush palette that I use majority of the time, and it's like a peachy tone shade that I use. And then I'm going to apply a shimmer highlight to the highest point of my cheekbone, and I'm using the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow. And I also placed the highlighter down my nose and along my cupid's bow as well. Next, I'm going to line my lips with Hover by MAC. Now to finish off this look, I'm going to go ahead and apply some lipstick, and I'm going to use the lipstick by BH Cosmetics. It's Fateful, and I'm just going to apply this onto my lips. So it's kind of like a pinky tone lipstick, but then I felt like it was a little bit too pink, so I added some nude lipstick to the look. So yeah, this is pretty much the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs this video up if you like, and I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. I love you guys. Bye!